In this video, we will be looking at converting between angle measures of degrees and radians. So for the first two parts of this question, we want to convert the following angle measurements to degrees, and currently they are in radians. That's what this little c here represents. So we need to remember that in a circle, we have 360 degrees, which is equal to 2 pi radians in radian measure. So with that in mind, we know that 180 degrees is equal to pi radians, and we can use this relationship to determine what we need to multiply by to convert between radians and degrees. So to convert from a radian measure to a degree measure, we need to multiply by 180 divided by pi. So we're going to take our radian measure and multiply by 180 divided by pi. And we can simplify by cancelling the pi in the denominator and the numerator. And this will equal then 180 divided by 6. And that is equal to 30 degrees. For part B, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to convert from radians to degrees by multiplying by 180 divided by pi. Once again, we can cancel the factor of pi from the denominator and the numerator. And we can also examine the 9 and the 180, which are on the denominator and the numerator. So what we can do is we can identify that 9 is a factor of both of those. 9 goes into 9 once, and 9 goes into 180 20 times. So this means that when we go to evaluate it, we can just evaluate 16 times 20, and that is going to equal 320 degrees. For the next two questions, we need to convert from degrees to radians. So this time we're going to multiply by pi divided by 180. So we take our 45 degrees and we convert this to radians by multiplying by pi over 180. And then we can look at the 45, which is on the top line, and the 180, which is on the bottom line. And we can see that 45 is a factor of both. So 45 goes into 45 once, and 45 goes into 180 4 times. So that means we can evaluate this as 1 times pi on the top line, which is just pi, and then on the bottom line we just have 4. So this is 4 pi radians, and the symbol for that is that small c. For part D, we're going to do the same thing, so we're going to convert from degrees to radians by multiplying by pi over 180. And to help us simplify this, we can inspect the 255, which is on the top line, and the 180 that's on the bottom line. And if you do a quick check, you can see that 15 goes into both of these. So 15 goes into 180 12 times, and 15 goes into 255 17 times. Therefore, we can evaluate this as being 17 times pi, which is 17 pi, divided by 12. And the units for that is now radians. So that is 17 pi on 12 radians is the equivalent measure in radians for 255 degrees.